Hey folks, good morning. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. Today is Monday, April 27th. We're starting the last week of a very strange April. Strangest April I remember in my lifetime. Bet yours too. We're about to do our 3-card weekly reading. This will take us from today, Monday, April 27th, to Sunday. What is Sunday's date? I believe, let's see, Sunday, May 3rd. So April 27th to May 3rd. So what we're going to do, as we do every week, is I'll be pulling 3 cards to show us the available energy for all of us, for the collective for this week. If that resonates for you as a reading for your heart, then take it as a reading. I will also be pulling some cards for folks here live with me. If you happen to be watching an archive on YouTube or on Facebook, any reading that you hear, if it resonates for you, you can take it as truth for you. And of course, I want to remind you that I am available for private readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, anything but here in my office in person. And of course, I look forward to the time when I will be able to welcome you to the office as well. So let's say hi to some people here. The room is filling up. Happy to see you. Teresa, TK, Leisha, Anvi, Suzanne, Anna, Barbara, Marion, Dawn, Neil, Elizabeth. Hope you are all doing well. Amy, glad to see you here. And let's get going. Let's get going. And again, to those of you who are watching an archive, I appreciate you as well. Okay, Catherine, nice to see you here. Okay, so we'll start with our 3-card weekly reading. And people are already lining up to get their individual cards for the week, which I'll be happy to do. I very often like to use a different deck for this 3-card weekly reading, and this week I am using my Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Law. One of my favorite decks. I don't use it that much for professional readings, and I'm not really sure why. It's a great deck. Maybe I should turn it into the next workhorse. Okay, so what do we see for this week? It is the last week in April. And of course, as we get to the beginning of May, that is traditionally celebrated as Beltane, May Day, a time when typically we gather together. We won't be doing that, but we will still be looking at that time to increase our creativity, our fertility, to keep our inner flame lit. So let's take a look and see what our 3 cards for the week are. And for those of you who are tarotists, this is a great exercise in reading 3 cards in a non-positioned, non-ordered way. How do we see these 3 cards together, and what does that tell us? Let's see. What is our first card? Our first card is the Tower reversed. And this is one of those cases where we really appreciate the reversal. Typically, when I see the Tower reversed, what the reversal says to me is it's not going to be as bad as you think, or the worst is already over. Given what we are going through as a planet, I think this is helpful, recognizing that these are scary and unprecedented and difficult times indeed. But it may not be as bad as we think, and in some cases, the worst may already be over. So that's a great thing. Now, there's another message there with the Tower reversed, which is to not be too resistant to change, to be open to change, to be open to change the way we think about things, the way we feel about things, the way we deal with things, to be open to change. That reversal with Tower may talk about our own resistance. And when we resist breaking down the foundations, breaking down the things in our life that aren't solid, that aren't strong, when we resist breaking those things down, we resist our own enlightenment. So on a personal level, do not resist your enlightenment. Now, let's see what the second card is. Another reversal, it's the Six of Pentacles reversed. And I see this sort of as a dire warning that if we cannot be in the headspace of taking care of each other, of helping each other, either we help each other and rise together, or we all fall. So this is a warning that, we are sick of hearing we are all in this together. And yes, we are in this together, but each of us having our own experiences. But if we cannot have compassion for each other, if we cannot help each other, not only will we not learn and grow as people, we as a culture will certainly fail. Now, let's see what our next card is. And so far, it is very clear that these cards are speaking not just to the week, but to the situation in which we find ourselves. And this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Our final card, not reversed, hallelujah, the Nine of Cups, the card of wishes fulfilled. So we just have to get through this. We'll come out of it the other side. Now, when I say this, I recognize that there are a lot of people who are dying and have died. They also will come out the other side, but in a different way. And there are many people who are grieving, and I do not mean to make light of that grief. At the same time, this is not easy on anyone. We are all having our own experiences with this. It's not easy on anyone. And yet, what this tells us is we have to hang in there. We have to keep our eye on the fact that we will get through this. And that we have to help each other through this. So I feel like this is a message for the week, but also for the entire circumstance in which we find ourselves. All right, let's get to some readings, and let me say hi to some people. Good to see everyone here. Suzanne wants to know if we should have a virtual maypole. And I think that, yes, we should. I'm trying to figure out how to do that, but wouldn't that be fun? What would be a way that we could do a or something symbolic of that weaving maypole dance? What would be a way that we could do that virtually? That would be really, really interesting. Okay, I'm happy to see so many of you here. Very good. Let's see. I'm scrolling back here to see where the requests for cards begin. And I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can here. And this will be an individual card for the week ahead. And there is a lot of wisdom going on here. I'm not going to be able to share all of it, but there's a lot of wisdom. Let me just scroll down here and share a couple of things here. From Amy, dawn and light come even to those who walk through the valley of the shadow, for sure. Absolutely. Dana says, a new world waiting for rebirth. Absolutely. So it's nice to see all of you here. And let me get back to where we start the requests. I'm going to try to get to everyone this morning. And, Marion, we all do an Ace of Wands incantation for the maypole. So interesting that you should mention the Ace of Wands. Because, and maybe it's just obvious and not interesting at all, but I'm writing my newsletter for the week, and foreshadowing here, the Ace of Wands is going to be the card for consideration. So when you say, Marion, we all do this, is that something that you guys do? Is that something that we should all do? Should we get together and do a live this weekend, either on Facebook or YouTube, and do something for Beltane? And should it center around the Ace of Wands? What do you guys think? I think this would be so great. And we could do it sort of dedicating it to the healing and well-being of all in this difficult time. Definitely, you guys, chat in your thoughts about this. I am happy to make it happen. Let me know what you guys are already doing so I don't, schedule it on top of that. And we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah, Betty's in. Well, Betty was the catalyst for the very first candle ceremony that we did at the beginning of all of this. Marion says the idea just popped into my head. So can we run with that, you guys? Let's do that. Chat in your ideas, chat in time frames that would be good over the weekend. Do you prefer Facebook or YouTube? What are your thoughts? We'll make it happen. I'll get it on the schedule. And I think that would, Beltane is one of my favorite holidays. I always try to make it to a festival, a circle, a maypole dance, a bonfire, something. And obviously that's not happening this year, so it would really do my spirit well to be able to gather with you guys virtually for this. Catherine likes Friday morning. So I'm open to all sorts of possibilities here. Let me know. I'll read through the comments later on and try to get a consensus and get something scheduled. And so just watch my feed for that schedule. And actually, if I get it scheduled today, I could maybe even get it into the newsletter. I'll try. Okay, very good. Thank you guys so much, and thanks for responding to that. That's a beautiful thing. All right, now, as promised, here we go. Let's get to readings. As I said, I'm going to try to get to everybody. And I think Don Johnson was the first request. And TK says May 1st is Workers' Day. Yes, it's such an interesting thing that May 1st, May Day, is so many different things in so many different cultures. So it is a great day to celebrate one way or the other. Okay, Don Johnson, nice to see you here. Okay. Dawn, your card for the week, Knight of Wands reversed. And so, it's been funny doing this over the course of these weeks where it's sort of like, yeah, you're probably not going anywhere this week, which is how I would typically interpret the Knight of Wands reversed for the week. And, which one of us is going somewhere this week? Very few of us. But, for you, Dawn, that Knight of Wands reverse could also talk about a little bit of cabin fever, feeling a little stir crazy in this. And also feeling that your own creativity, your own motivation may be a little lagging. You may be feeling tired. You may be feeling stressed. And the key is, Dawn, don't be hard on yourself. No one is okay right now. Let's be really clear about that. Ain't none of us okay. Does this mean it's going to be a really hard week for you? Not necessarily. But it does mean that you're going to have to really weigh out what are you motivated to do, what are you able to do, and be kind to yourself in that process. VJ, a card for you for the week. We have the Page of Wands reversed. And this says to me that there is some communication that you maybe are hoping to do this week or hoping someone else will communicate with you this week. It may not happen, VJ, the way you want it to. If there is something you can do to increase or improve communication around you this week, by all means, do that thing. Okay, Teresa, so nice to see you here. Let's see what we see. Teresa, the Queen of Wands reversed. Man, we've been having a lot of reversed wands, and I've been shuffling. You guys are seeing this. Reversed wand, and reversed wand court cards specifically. Knight, page, queen. And so I think all of us are feeling like these upside down people where we're not in our normal energy, we're not in our normal circumstances, and we're all feeling it. And so it's interesting when we do these readings in a group to see how wherever we are in the world right now, we're all kind of feeling the same things. For you, Teresa, you may really need to work this week to nurture your inner fire. Whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that causes you to have fun, that causes you to feel good, it would be good to get that going. Neil, so good to see you. I'm always happy to see you. Right now, this minute, under normal circumstances, I would be in Connecticut and looking forward to seeing you in person. Of course, I will reschedule that trip as soon as it can happen. Okay. I figure once the yoga studio that I normally stay at and work out of is open again, will be a good time for me to travel, right? That'll be a sign that we can do this. Okay, Neil, so good to see you. Neil, you guys saw me shuffle. You can't make this up. You also got the tower reversed. I am missing you too, Neil. You also got the tower reversed. Remember, this was the first card for all of us, which says that you, Neil, are really feeling the collective situation significantly. And it's okay to be part of that and bear witness to it, but it's also okay to remove yourself from it emotionally and spiritually when you need to. But let us take this message. Neil, none of this is going to be as bad as you think. Do not give in to dark imaginings. Okay. Hey, Barbara Ann, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Let's see what we got going on for you. Catherine wants to know if I ever make it to Texas. I have. I've been asked to, before all of this, I was asked to more recently. And to be honest with you, travel has gotten more difficult because of some of the new tax laws. It becomes very expensive for me to have to work in numerous different states. I used to do it all the time. Tax laws changed. So reach out to me. It's possible, but these days I'm not doing as much as I used to. But we are planning StarCon, the International Tarot Conference in Palm Beach Gardens. Right now the date is set for January 2021. We're hoping the coast will be clear by then. If not, we'll just put it back for a year. But this is going to happen one way or the other. And so consider coming to Palm Beach Gardens in Florida for StarCon. Okay, Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann, the world. You know, this speaks to your own healing energy, that you are really able to hold down a healing energy for the whole world and send that energy to the world. And that's what you need to be doing this week. Whatever else you got going on, recognize yourself as a person who creates an energy that heals the world and put your attention toward that. No big responsibility there, you know, right? Just heal the world for us, will you? There it is. Okay, Suzanne, so nice to see you. Suzanne, Three of Wands reversed. There is a sense that you are feeling a little stymied. Whether that has to do with our bigger issues or just stuff that you're going to. I feel like you may not be seeing your own success. You may not be seeing your own strength or your own ability. So this week, Suzanne, you may need to rework the way you're seeing yourself, the way you're seeing your creativity, the way you're seeing your success and your potential success. Set yourself up to win. Hey, Simran, it's so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well in India. See what we got going on here. Simran, the Four of Wands reversed makes me actually wonder what's going on as far as your family situation, as far as your plans moving forward in terms of potential marriage, that kind of thing. If there are some changes having to do with the pandemic or other things, I feel like this week you may be working through some of those things, some of your plans for the future. Claire, Jerry Lynn, it's nice to see you guys here. TK, a card for you. TK, the Page of Swords reversed. Again, you have been working on your communication and listening skills, and I think there's a lot of that coming up this week. You may find this week a certain amount of technical difficulty, either at work or personally. You will work through it. So be prepared to have, not even having to do with pandemic stuff, just having to do with work-life stuff, TK. Be prepared for this to be a week where you have some challenges, but also the ability to learn what you need to learn. Avni, nice to see you here. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. Avni, the Ace of Swords reversed. You need to figure out what is really true. What is true for you? What is true in the world? You need to speak the truth and not let other people dissuade you from that truth. Leisha, so happy to see you. Hope you're doing well, staying safe in Connecticut. Let's see what we got going on for you. A lot of reversals today, and a lot of court cards reversed today. Leisha, the Knight of Swords reversed. And this may be, I know you're an essential worker, you've been out working. This may be about taking some time off. It might be about doing some work this week different than usual, having some changes in what your schedule is. I think it'll be okay. Just be ready to have things be a little out of the ordinary for you this week. Elizabeth Hayes, so nice to see you. Karen Maynard, yeah, lots of swords and lots of swords, lots of wands, both. Both of the masculine elements showing up this week significantly. What do we think the reasons for that might be? Elizabeth, what do we see for you and your family? Oh, look at you. You got the Knight of Cups upright. This speaks very well for you, your husband, for your family, that you guys are getting through this and things will be okay. Remember that you love each other. It'll be good. Patricia Lynn, nice to see you. Hey, Catherine Saunders. Here's a card for you. See what we got going on here. Catherine, the Five of Swords reversed. Pick and choose your battles this week. Whether you're fighting big battles like esoteric or political things, or whether it's battles in your own personal life. Pick and choose your battles and don't get embroiled in battles that don't matter or that you can't win. And Karen says maybe it means it's a time for action. Sure. That we need to use our creativity, we need to use our minds, we need to nurture those things. Absolutely. Okay, Amy, so nice to see you here. Here's a card for you. Well, you are another one with the Knight of Wands reversed. Amy's been having some health issues, and she's such a creative person. But this is back to bed with you, Amy. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to rest this week. Sorry, it is what it is. Okay. Robin D., so nice to see you here. Marion, glad that you're here. Marion, here's a card for you. Another one, Knight of Swords reversed. I guess you're not going anywhere this week. But Marion, do not let this keep you from finding your truth, from doing your writing, from doing the things that matter. I feel like there's going to be an energy this week that just tries to keep you from being productive. Now, I've excused other people from being productive, but Marion, you are not excused. Is what it is. Be productive. Karen Reinhardt, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you, the Two of Swords. Karen, Amy Bowser will comply. Yeah, you must. Okay, Karen Reinhardt. You need to be at peace with some things you don't feel peaceful about. Find the peace within your heart. That's what you need to do this week. That is your challenge. Find your peace. Anna, nice to see you. Anna, you're another one with the Knight of Cups. You guys, I am shuffling and the same cards keep coming up. So I think this is also sort of speaking to the greater consciousness. Anna, you are loved. There is love around you. Pursue love in all its forms in everything you do this week. Marion confirmed she's at her desk. Very good. Very good. Lisa McCord, nice to see you. Deirdre, nice to see you. Tammy Quattrano, nice to see you. Deirdre, a card for you. The Page of Pentacles. Going to work, doing what you need to do. Looks like you are going to be working hard. And you may get a reward. There may be a raise or some other good thing that comes to you from being an essential worker and taking care of everyone this week. Okay, Tammy Quattrana, a card for you. You get the Four of Swords reversed. You may need to do some meditation. What you need to do right now is go within, quiet yourself, and meditate this week. Your answers will come therein. Okay, very good, very good. Hey, Lori Hahn and Lynette Judd, it's so nice to see you here. Let's see, Lori Hahn. Two of Pentacles reversed. There's only so much a person can do in 1 week, my friend. It feels like you've got a lot going on, either in your head or in your responsibilities. Do what you can. It's not easy, but you'll get there. You'll be okay. This is going to be a busy week for you, Lori. Okay, let's see. Okay. See. Hey, Kathy Lombard. Happy to see you. Kathy, you get the Hermit reversed. And so this may be just being tired of social distancing. It encourages you this week to reach out to the people you care about. Reach out to friends, even if you're tired, even if you don't feel like it. It is time for you to do a Zoom party. It is time for you to make a connection to the people you care about. Okay, Christy, it's nice to see you here. Christy Diener, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Glad you're here. You are the third person today to get the Knight of Cups. So this is a wonderful thing. Spread the love. Tell the people you love that you love them. Be a messenger of love this week. Okay, very good. Hey, Linda Armstrong, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. You're another one. Knight of Wands reversed. You're like the third or fourth person to get this card. So again, maybe frustrated with not being able, and you know, I first met you at a Beltane celebration so many years ago, Linda Armstrong. So like our anniversary is here. And so you also may be frustrated to not be able to go to the places that bring you joy or do the things that you normally do. Nonetheless, find the inner light within you. Find the light within yourself and be that light for others. That's what you must focus on this week. Okay, Karen Maynard, nice to see you. And Louisa, I'm so glad you're here. We're happy to have you here. We gather here at least 3 times a week to do this around different themes throughout the week, so I hope to see you here again. Okay, Karen Maynard, 2 of Wands reversed. Karen. Christy, I just did your card. It was the Knight of Cups, spreading love, if I remember correctly. You can watch it in archive and check, but I think that's what it was. Okay. Karen Maynard. This is about visualizing your own success. You have spent your whole life not being able to see your success. And what we know, this is true. If you can't see it, you can't do it. Start visualizing your success and start doing it this week. Babette, so nice to see you here. Babette, the 10 of Swords reversed. This is a card we would much like to see reversed. Improvement. If you have not been feeling your best, if you've been having an issue, we see improvement this week. And whatever you are concerned about, things are not going to be as bad as you might think. Avni, I don't think I missed you. I think I got a card in there for you, but just in case. Maybe you get 2 cards. Maybe I did miss you. I don't remember. I'm a great psychic, lousy rememberer. So Avni, here's a card for you. The 6 of Swords reversed. Often this is a card of canceled trips, of which we have many. Remember, though, this week to be logical. Stay in your logical mind, not your emotional mind, but your logical mind. Okay, Joanne Keeler, so nice to see you. Joanne, you got the Ace of Wands. We've been talking about that all morning, but it's reversed. Joanne, you have to stoke your internal fire. You have to remember that you are the light. When you cannot see the light around you, you must be the light. That's your message for the week. Okay, Carol Snuka, nice to see you. Susanna Budvitz, so nice to see you. Glad you're here. And a card for you. Susanna, you get the 8 of Pentacles reversed. This is definitely not life as normal. Not this week, not last week, not next week. It's not life as normal. Find the beauty in what it is and work with it and be with it. That's the best you're going to do here. It's okay. Louisa, glad you're here. Janet Meredith, nice to see you. Lisa McCord, nice to see you. It was so great to see you in class last week. Here we go. A card, please. Yes, there are a lot of reversals, but it makes sense because our lives are upside down right now, right? Lisa McCord. You're another one. 6 of Swords reversed. Again, a card of canceled trips or change in travel, which I think may actually hook in with your job situation. Maybe. But this, again, is a reminder to stay logical. You will solve your problems with logic, math, and science, and you will be fine. Janet Meredith. Janet, you're not upside down. 8 of Wands, moving forward. Great ideas. So many ideas. So many thoughts. Really figuring out how you want to communicate and how you want to move forward. Just do it. Just do it. Fly it up the flagpole and see who salutes, my friend. Okay. Hey, Melissa Arsenal. Let's see what we got going on for you. The Seven of Swords. You need to figure out what's true and what's not true. There may be some people around you that you feel are dishonest, or you may be concerned about larger societal dishonesty. Don't get too caught up in it, but make sure you're on the side of the truth. Okay, you guys. If I missed anyone, now is the time. If I missed you, let me know. If there's someone here who wanted a reading and didn't ask, now's the time. I'm going to be closing out our session very shortly. I will get right to work planning our virtual May Day celebration with the Ace of Wands, and I'll be announcing that shortly. And beyond that, I am very, very grateful for all of you. It is great to start out the week with you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great week. I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Very good. Take care. Remember to, Betty. Betty gets in. At the very last minute, I didn't miss you, but you would love a card, and I would love to give you a card, my friend. Janet wants to know if the Eight of Wands is about romance particularly. It's not particularly. I mean, anything can be, but it's not. Okay, very good. Hang on, there's a couple here. We've got Betty and also Louisa. So first Betty, then Louisa. Betty! Justice reversed. There may be a way that you're feeling out of balance. There may be a way you're feeling treated out unfairly or feeling like things in the world are unfair. That's a very difficult thing. Do what you can do to make things balance and make things right. If there's nothing you can do about it, just be spiritual and prayerful about it. And know that if something is not right in the microcosm, it will be made right in the macrocosm. Okay, Louisa. See what we got going on. I'm grateful for you too, Karen. Okay, I really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for sending your appreciation to me. Okay, Louisa, you're the third person today to get the Six of Swords reversed. And again, very often that talks about a canceled trip when it comes up reversed, which makes sense because I think a lot of us travel in the spring and summer, and most of us are not now. But there's some other things there too. Louisa, you need to figure out how to move forward. And you can get stuck in your own emotions. You can get stuck in your own thinking in a way that keeps you from moving forward. You're going to have to shift out of that this week. Look at how you shift out of that this week. Okay, you guys. Thank you all very much. And let me just remind you, I am available for private sessions. We can work by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. Just reach out. We'll make it happen. Thank you so much. Have a great week.